Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 2020 OWC World Cup. I'm Dolan, joined by Chili Pair. What's going on?
Good evening, everybody. Opening match of the tournament. What a night! What a night! What a spooky night!
What a year it's been. We're finally here. We're finally here, ladies and gentlemen. It is OWC. We have bashed the drums. We have caught the fruit. We have smashed the keyboards. Now we will click the circles.
Click the circles. A modest way of describing many of the
beat. To the beat.
Yeah, to the beat. Very specifically to the beat. On time.
That is the name of the game here. But anyway, as you can see in front of us, we've got the upcoming matches. Canada against Philippines. The match that will kick off the 2020 OWC World Cup in the round of 32. Teams on screen right now. Canada, the second seed out of the qualifier. Philippines, the 31st seed. Those syllables kind of went together, it just happens.
It all rolls together here. These two teams that have showed up in previous OWCs. No new teams showing us their faces in the tournament yet. Not yet, but later this weekend. We have Team Canada on the red side, captained by Azer, joined by new Nick1324 and new Zudinator. And then the classic team, Trev Rasher, Stoof, Yummy and My Tummy and Ryuke, and then Rupershin also joining them. Team Blue on the Philippines, we have Captain Zone Luis, joined by Sendro, Zydorn, Elki, Hyok 2044, Thorfinn, Ramu, and Xylos. Canada, most notably that number 2 team out of qualifiers. Lot to live up to.
They really showed up big in qualifiers. I don't think people were expecting Canada to place that highly. I think people had Canada as a top 8 team. I certainly did, but second, that's great for them. They get a great spot in the bracket. So we'll see if they can take advantage of it. And here it is, folks, the first lobby of OWC. Oh, it's finally here.
It's a beautiful sight. Look at the pumpkins. Look how festive this is. Look at all this.
Do you see this beautiful overlay? This is the only World Cup we get to see this overlay in 4v4 glory.
Full quality. Look at the skeleton song. Look at the My Chemical Romance skeleton.
Oh, yes.
Everything fits. This is all planned.
Actually, however, we must inform you viewers there's a slight change. We will not be going through warm-ups. We are going straight into roles and bans. So how it's going to work this year is the winner of the role gets to determine which team picks first. The loser determines which team bans first. So some slight changes. Sadly, won't be getting to see those epic meme warm-ups.
It's in some people's minds, it's the biggest disaster of the tournament, and in a lot of other people's minds, it gets them to bed 35 minutes earlier, so...
Well, listen. As a catchcaster, I can tell you that CWC, that is basically half the tournament. That's all we look forward to.
Yeah, most of the time, it's just kind of rolls through it, but... We will live without them this year. We have the Philippines actually winning the roll by 4. What was that? 52-48 on the roll. So Philippines will have their first choice.
And they will ban out Hard Rock 2.
Unlucky. A decent song. A good song. The small CS Hard Rock on Hard Rock 2 and Azer gonna ban out Hidden 2. Kind of surprisingly for Canada to start off.
Yeah, you really wouldn't expect them to ban Hidden, but of course, I think if you're Canada in this position, I think the better strategy is to kind of ban the map that you think the other team is going to be the best at.
I think, with Canada, you have so much skill cap to work with, and you have so many players that are good at a lot of things. You kind of ban out the easy maps early. Let's make sure that there's no, back and forth going forward here.
Yep, and Canada will open up the pick with DT2, so we're going to start with double time.
This is gonna be a good one for Canada. DT2, it's not the what is technically a conventional DT2. So we have Darkish going into here. Base stats of this map is AR 8.5, so nothing really special for a lot of these players here, especially given when you throw DT on it. It's 165 BPM. This is a fast DT in quotes. For Canada, they have such a strong DT lineup that I'm not entirely sure that they're going to struggle with this at all. Philippines has a okay DT roster. I think this is a pick that Canada is going to start off with very, very early. I think they know they can win this without much contention, given the lineup they can throw together. And they're actually going to put two of their new players in to start off this year. We have Rupertion and Nick 1324 joining the returning UK and Yummy and Maitami. Philippines.
Yep.
They're struggling to put a lineup together already.
Of course, there could be just a lot of discussion. It's a big moment. It's the start of the World Cup. It's the first map for each team. You want to start off with your right foot forward here, and it will be Xyloz and Don Luis coming in for the Philippines to join Elke and Zadorn.
They have a classic, like, tried and true DT lineup on the Philippines. You have Xyloz and Zone Luis and Zydorn. I think the three people that most would put up as the DT lineup for the Philippines. Joined by Elke, who a little bit less knowledge of the player in times there. Not super big into the community tournament scene. Kind of shows around for OWC, maybe some of the Asian time zone exclusive tournaments. But other than that, doesn't really play that much. So a good chance to prove themselves here on the big stage in OWC here. Canada just going to roll with what they do like always here. Going to get started into DT2 here on Canada's first pick.
Love it. And also, Walter, I do agree with you. We do need more Toho Eurobeat. Best ref. But there it is, Chillier pair. There's the start command, the first one of the World Cup. Folks, we are ready. We are ready.
We're ready, but are you ready?
Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the 11th running of the OSU World Cup is officially underway in a few seconds. And client will be client, of course.
Oh, buffer, spinner, buffer.
Now we're underway.
There we go.
It's official. Let's go.
Into the start.
Yeah, we see some early act drops from the side of both Canada and Philippines, but notably Yummy and Ryuk doing very well. Nick actually up with that 97% as well. So nice start.
Elke with a very early break to start us off as well. 100 combo in. Ooh, and another big break. Elke not having the best time on the high BPM here.
Yeah, you can see Canada are very comfortable on this. They've just gone head first into a map they know they're confident on, and it's showing on the scoreboard and the accuracies. Nick will be the first Canadian miss, though, so that will trade with Elke, but Elke did have multiple misses. But that score bar is slowly going back towards the Philippines.
Have a score lead to work with right now. Elke very early break and a lot of his teammates to back him up, even with the accuracy discrepancy. Ooh, but Zydorn trades it out. And Zone Luis, there's a lot of combos down for the Philippines.
Yeah, even though Nick missed, Nick had already missed, and now that's 3 FCs down for the Philippines and only 1 down for Canada. Canada firmly in the driver's seat right now. Yummy, Ryuk, and is it Rupersion? Is that how you say that correctly?
Rupersion? Yeah, Rupersion?
I almost said Rupert, but I was like, that can't be right.
It could be Ruperton.
Hey, new World Cup, new players, all right? Work with us, chat.
We're all trying here. Oh, Ryuk and Yummy and Maitami on the accuracy for Canada, really holding them up here. Not many others in the lobby able to hold even close to that right now. The next best is on Canada for that accuracy.
Yeah, and the Philippines have actually done a decent job recovering, but Canada are just not providing misses. Only 2 misses from Nick, and neither Yummy, Ryuk, or Rupersion have found a miss. And they have put that score gap firmly out of reach. It's over 500k right now. Just about.
Decent pause section here. Going to be burning the Philippines time down, the much needed time. Xylo's the only FC left on Philippines to battle. Now just Yummy and Maitami and Ryuk.
Yeah, Rupersion will find that miss, but his team has put in the work here. Yummy and Ryuk still going on with the FCs. Coming into the final sections of the map, Canada firmly at this point. Just have to limp it home.
Just bringing it in. Ryuk and Yummy and Maitami on that accuracy. That's got to be, what, 3 100s on him right now?
That's absolutely insane.
Into the finish zone. Luis finds another break. No!
Yummy will drop it!
Xylos and Ryuk.
And Ryuk will be the lone FC. Along with, did Xylos get it as well?
Xylos got it into the end.
So Xylos and Ryuk coming in with FCs, but Canada, the stronger team performance, take the opening point, 1-0.
Good start for Canada, showing us what they came here to do on the skill cap maps here, picking to their strong suits on that DT lineup here. Canada, a strong DT team this year with a lot of their players that they brought on, which is going to be very important given the prowess of DT on a lot of teams this year.
But well, now Philippines up to pick here. So we'll get a look at the map pool and see where they might go. And this is going to be a very important, this is probably the most important part of the match for the Philippines is their first pick.
Philippines, they're always interesting. I think they go for the reading, but they can change it up every year. So it is hidden 1. So they are going to go for quote unquote reading, I guess, with the hidden. But hidden 1, not special in terms of AR for a lot of these players. This is AR 9 with hidden, generally something that most are pretty comfortable with. 170 BPM though is pretty slow for in most people's minds. So that's going to be where a lot of the difficulty comes from. You take that low AR, you combine it with something that is lower than average BPM, which I would say is around 180, and it makes for a little bit more of an interesting map here. Definitely a decent.
No surprise, we see Azer step into the lobby.
It's time.
It is time to game.
It is time. We also have Hyok 2044 coming back in for the Philippines, the classic.
As well as Thorfinn and Ramu.
It's a big roster change.
Yeah, Philippines actually swapping out 3. Zadorn the only one staying in.
So he's the sit-in player so far for the Philippines, playing both maps here. Rupersian and Ryuk for Canada, both sticking in, and Zudinator, to the surprise of nobody, coming in for the hidden pick, the new addition to the Canadian team. Very consistent hidden player from solo scores and in tournament play. As of recent, started to pick up a lot more community tournaments and has proven she can definitely hang with the big players here in the rank range. So,
well, welcome to the World Cup, Zudinator.
Ready to go. Both teams, good luck, have fun.
There it is, start command. Round 2 coming up. So it's going to be Azer, Ryuk, Rupersian, and Zudinator for Canada against Thorfinn, Hyok, Zadorn, and Ramu for the Philippines.
Thorfinn's going to be grabbing something to drink first. We're going to get him back. There we go.
Little panic button clickaroo.
He's here. Don't worry. He's showing up today. Into the start of the map, we'll get everyone in time here. Early miss for Ramu.
Some early act drops from Ryuk, but shouldn't be anything to worry about too much. Scores fairly even.
This will be a good map for a lot of these players. Only 3 minutes and 39 seconds, which is decently long. So any early breaks are going to be pretty forgiving on those.
Oh, Zadorn though.
Zadorn? Hello? He's okay. Okay. He had 2 very interesting misses there on the overlaps. I wasn't sure if that was a misread or if his keyboard just wasn't registering because his cursor was kind of right over that one there.
Yeah, that's what I was so confused about. It seemed he aimed it properly. Just not too sure what happened there, but that will give the lead over to Canada. Everyone else still rocking the FC aside from Ramu with the very early miss.
Very expected. Zadorn finding another miss, but Thorfinn and Hyok coming in to do exactly what they needed to for the hidden pick.
Look at Canada. They're still quad FCing, and that's the problem for the Philippines. Even though they have 3 FCs, Canada have not shown a miss. Despite some act drop from Ryuk, Zadorn is the one who's caught out here.
Oh, Thorfinn. The highest accuracy player on the side of the Philippines, now dropping their FC, and Canada with a exceedingly dangerous 3-way 99.5% plus right now, and Ryuk with a solid backing combo on everybody on his team there.
Yeah, it's going to take a pretty significant blunder from Canada to let Philippines back into the picture on this one.
Over yet. We got about half the map left to go, so there's a decent amount of time and combo, but at 170 BPM, it's really going to come down to any really slow sections of the map here. This is basic aim for most of these players that are pretty comfortable with hidden right now.
And actually, right now, the player with the worst AC on Canada is Ryuk, so he might be the one to watch here, but he's still not missing, and that's all Canada needs right now.
I would be very, very surprised to see Ryuk miss on a hidden map this early, but anything is possible, and I think any of these players, especially with the higher accuracy, you get to those points where, just the clutch points, you have the shakes maybe, first match of OWC.
Yeah. And speaking of the first match, how about Repursion and Zoodinator? This is their first map, well, not Repursion's first map, but for Zoody this is. And they're both playing it absolutely phenomenal right now.
Repursion and Zoody, both with the accuracy as well, 99.73 and 0.54, the second and third highest accuracies for the team, only to Azer. Nobody on the Philippines really being able to keep up, and there goes Thorfinn and Hyok, the only FC. It's just Ramu left.
Yeah, Ramu did have an early miss, so there's no FC, so that's an impressive combo from Ramu. But Canada, as you see, the scoreboard has just flown to the left.
Yeah, this is a massive score lead here, and an insane score line for Canada. No, Ryuk dropped.
Oh, Ryuk will miss. He was the one to drop, though. But
it was going to be... Oh, and Repursion.
Yeah, Repursion will drop, and so it's Azer and Zoody the only FCs. And how about that? First map for Zoodinator. And it will be an FC.
You love to see it from Zoodinator. Ryuk and Repursion with only one miss apiece, and Azer with 2 100s. Okay.
Azer, solid gaming from him. Excellent score. Zoody there to back him up. Repursion Ryuk doing very well. Also, Ramu, though, with an impressive score from the Philippines, 900K was good. Unfortunately, the team score not good enough to help the Philippines out here. It'll be 2-0 Canada.
Absolutely crazy from Canada. 3.86 million team score on Hidden 1. That is going to be a play to beat for the rest of this first round here. That is an impressive performance, holding all 4 FCs almost to the entire end of the song. And back to Canada's pick now. They have the opportunity to have a more than sufficient score lead to stay comfortable here.
And that's why that pick was so important for the Philippines, just because we're in a best of 9. There's not really a lot of time for you to get that momentum back, because you don't exactly have a large number of picks unless you start winning maps. And Canada will go with Hard Rock 1.
So this is a map that has actually been in a tournament before. I actually don't know what I don't remember what tournament, but it's been in a tournament before. And for a Hard Rock pick at CS 4.3, this definitely focuses a little bit more on the awkward aim patterns in this one. This is like, your tech player awkward aim Hard Rock map here. Nothing awful in terms of circle size. This is only CS 4.3, so this is nothing crazy like CS 6.5 or higher Hard Rock. Most players that are decent with their precision should be able to hold their own on this, but it's really going to come down to the style of aim on here. This is not your standard jump stream burst map at all, especially being Nekomata Master. If you, normally I'd just say go buy the song. 192 BPM.
So the lineup's changing once again. For Canada, it will be Yummy, Ryuk, Nick, and Zoodinator. And for the Philippines, Zone Luis, Hyuk, Elki, and Xylaz stepping in.
Oh, we're getting right into this. Okay.
They are wasting no time.
You have to be very careful. Both teams on this at 2 minutes and 2 seconds. This is the shortest map we have seen thus far by a decent amount. And throwing that Hard Rock on any little miss aim is going to be very big.
That's the danger of the shorter maps. The misses mean so much more. And it can also come down to the timing of the misses, because missing at the midway point of the map is the worst possible scenario in terms of combo.
Yeah, that's around 500,000 score missing if you miss in the middle. Nick with a very early break, so that's going to do a decent number on Canada's scored line. But their accuracy is really going to hold them up against the Philippines.
Yeah, look at the accuracy differences here. Even though Hyuk and Luis are trying their best to hold on, their accuracy is what's holding the Philippines back. If you look on the side of Canada, aside from Nick, you see 97, 99, 99. And Hyuk will find the miss for the Philippines.
I think most notably about the accuracy as well. As soon as you have that low accuracy, any miss you get is a massive deficit on your score as well. So it's not too bad as long as you're still FCing. But you've seen Hyok right now already falling behind by 60,000 and climbing very quickly because of that accuracy.
Can get ugly pretty quick. But nothing else. And Yummy and Ryuke looking very solid on this. Zudinator still with the FC as well.
Fantastic start from Canada in this match here. Yummy and My Tummy really showing us what he's made of this year in OWC. He has generally been one of the top performers for Canada, and he is continuing that very strongly right now.
Elky will drop for the Philippines. That will further put the lead in Canada's grasp. It's now down to Louise and Xyloz with the FCs for the Philippines.
It's 2 FCs to 3 right now, so it is technically close, but there goes a lot of combo.
Oh, and there goes one of them.
Ooh, there goes Yummy. There's one, but it might be all but too late right now. It's Ryuke and Zudinator. Oh, and there goes every combo.
Not going to be enough for the Philippines to come back. Canada, though, insane stuff. And Ryuke. And is that another FC from Zudinator?
Yeah, it is. There's 2.
Zudi and Ryu. How about that? That's 3-0 Canada.
That's gotta feel good. That has gotta feel amazing. Coming in as the new addition to a team. For everyone on Team Canada, I think. The newest addition to the team coming in and FCing 2 of 2 maps. That is a well-deserved spot already, even in a round of 32. Very excited to see how...
anytime you get 1,000,000 points on Score V2, it's a pretty good score.
Yeah, really. Yummy My Tummy, I kind of feel bad there. That's 2x100. That is the lowest 100 count by a substantial amount. Might be even doing that a disservice. That is 2 100s and 2 misses from him. Insane play. 800,000, so nothing to scoff at there, but those million pluses from Ryuke and Zudinator really pushing there. Back to the Philippines now. This is the choke point right here. This is the official choke point.
Yep, and Ryuke trying to pick for the Philippines. Wait a minute.
No mod 3 Ryuke.
Or is it a prediction?
Is this the prediction? As he called it? Is this a Keck W moment? Are the Philippines gonna call them? Oh, no mod 4. They knew it.
Not quite, Ryuke.
Pranked out.
No mod 4. So a very important point for the Philippines.
Yeah, this is all the marbles here for the Philippines right now. They need a point on the board. Otherwise, Canada forces tiebreaker before the Philippines even has a point on the board, which leaves a lot of open space for the Philippines to make up. But going on to 6 right now, this is probably their best chance to catch some bad breaks from Team Canada here. It's 177 BPM and it's 2 minutes, so this is now the shortest map that we've seen in the pool. But at CS4, this is very comfortable. AR 9.3, this is probably the most comfortable you're ever going to get for stats on a map in one of these early stages. But it's going to be about... Sick is a slider map. This map is going to catch you. But we'll see what happens.
For the Philippines, this is very important because if they do manage to win this and are able to take a point away from Canada here, that will guarantee them one more pick this match.
That's all they need, really. They need to get themselves a decent lead on the board here. Not even a lead, but they need to get themselves in placement to force back a tiebreaker here, just given that Canada has another pick after this.
Well, there's the start command in from the referee. Moving quickly. It's going to be Yummy, Ryuke, Azer, and Zudinator for Canada against Louise, Hyok, Elky, and Zadorn for the Philippines.
This is the start to the Philippines comeback. I can feel it. They are going to win their pick right now.
Bold predictions.
This is my bold prediction for the day, but Canada with an insanely strong lineup on the tech map here. They bring Azer back in, Ryuke, Zudinator, and Yummy and My Tummy all remaining statics from the previous map.
Zadorn is the one caught out first, and Canada's not going to make this easy for the Philippines to take, and you mentioned it's a 2-minute map, so that miss may very well come into play.
Can I just note Yummy and My Tummy's accuracy today, please? That is insane. That is a double S through the first slider streams of this map. He finally dropped one, and there goes Zone Luis with the combo along with Zadorn. Azer, the only one to combo drop, surprisingly, for Canada very early on.
Yeah, Azer found a very early miss. But the rest of Canada, even Azer himself, they're all playing really well right now. And the Philippines have a few players doing well, Elki and Hyuk. But unfortunately for the Philippines, that score bar has flown to the left.
Yeah, this is really just flying towards Canada right now. Hyuk with decent accuracy as well, actually. The second highest in the lobby, aside from Zudinator, and Yummy and My Tummy with a decent lead over everybody else. Will kind of put him in a league of his own right now. But so much support. I think that's what's happening with Canada right now. They have way too much supporting combo for their big FCs and not strong players right now. It's just hard to match. Because Philippines, you know, they're not having the worst match ever. I think they definitely are probably feeling that they could play, you know, maybe some of these a little bit better. But, you know, when you're going up against Canada with so much consistency early stage, it's more of a question of, you know, how is Canada going to perform on these early picks here? And they're really just confident.
And the results speak for themselves. Canada coming in with some great scores here.
Yummy and My Tummy.
And Zudinator with another FC.
I can't believe Zudinator is just taking any opinions that anyone possibly could have had about her performance in this tournament and saying, no, shut up. Let me show you exactly what I can do.
Obliterated
and I'm gonna kick everyone to the floor on every single map.
Yummy, though. That's a 2-100 score.
That is... Yummy and My Tummy has now, like, what is his third 2x100 score in the tournament thus far, and he's just finally hasn't missed this time around. So
the funny thing about Canada is when you talk about Canada, you think, oh, who are the best Canadian players? Everyone's like, Azer, UK, but then we just see Yummy and Zudinator just come out and dominate. That's gotta just be scary for other teams to see.
This is why Canada is number 2 in qualifiers. This consistency is exactly the type of thing that you love to see out of them. And we're going to see Nomad too to see if they're able to continue with this consistency of 3-minute 185 BPM streams. This is quite literally about the consistency here.
And Canada has had all of it this match so far. And they're looking to put it away here.
This is... Oh, I saw the lineup change for Canada, and it kind of switched out here. I think there are so many players that could work for Canada here that they could probably just put anyone in that's comfortable, given the lineup that they have in right now, are probably at least 2 guaranteed FCs. We haven't seen Trev Rasher yet tonight. I wonder if they're just going to save him for the later round speed picks, you know, kind of like the secret weapon.
Could be, yeah. And also, they may just want to give their newer players a chance to, you know, to show off their stuff, and for, you know, it's a great opportunity for the captains and the leaders of the team to see what their bench has, what they can do. And I think this is a great sign for Canada moving forward, because I don't think any one of the new Canadian players has played bad necessarily at all.
Yeah, this is just, you know, consistently high scores from everyone. I don't think we've seen a score under 700k for Canada at the lowest. I think they have been pretty confident on absolutely everything. I think the most trouble they had was, I think it was Nick on the Hard Rock was probably the most trouble we've seen on a map from a player, but that was about it for Canada, and even then, that was a pretty decent score.
And so it will be Yummy and the 3 new players for Canada. The Yummy, Nick, Persian, Zudinator. It's Louise, Thorfinn, Silos, and Hyuk. And it is match point Canada.
I'm going to put it out there right now. We need to be on the lookout for a double S from Canada on this map. This is something that a lot of these players, with the way they've been going, can probably pull off right now. There's nothing massive in here that could catch a player off on the accuracy too much. And, you know, given that it's a leader map, he's not normally known for putting in those, like, awkward, you know, quick things that can catch you breaks, especially if you've played his map before. I'm assuming none of these players are sight reading the first round of OWC.
And whoa, would you look at that? Did the client just load everything?
That was a flawless load. That was flawless. We have fixed the tournament client by ourselves through sheer willpower and persistence.
This is OWC 2020, folks. It's already just legendary. Client's even working with us.
This is it. This is what we love to see here. Into the start of the stream map here. Accuracies on the Philippines disappearing into nothingness, unfortunately. Hopefully they can recover from that. It looks like Zone Luis is already making some strides towards 99.
And we already see a few potential SS contenders on the Canadian side. I don't want to curse them, so I will let them click the circles.
1/100 dropped by Rupersion and Zudinator. So 50% of that potential is already gone for Canada, so it's... I think it's going to come down to whether or not Yummy in My Tummy keeps his consistency from the earlier stages of this match here. This is a quarter of the way into the map already. All players looking really, really comfortable on this right now.
Yeah, and Philippines is still in this. Like, they're still quad FCing, so if we do see a miss from Canada, Philippines have a shot, and that's what they need to do. Just hold those FCs, because if there is a miss from Canada, they may have enough time to steal this point.
There is not a single break right now. The accuracy really the only thing holding up Canada, and it's by a decent amount as well. Those three players at 98% accuracy compared to the all-round 99.
Oh, Xylos, though. And Thorfinn. And that might be the dagger. That's a triple miss. That might be the dagger right there.
Yeah, that's almost
halfway in the map, too. Oh.
That's big. That is unfortunate for Philippines. Maximum score of Zone Luis, Thorfinn, and Xylos now is about 600,000. This is...
Oh, that hurts.
That's unfortunate. I would love to say that this is, recoverable from the Philippines, but halfway through a 3-minute map with only one FC left and everyone on Canada looking like they're just trying to shut this match down, there goes all the double S's.
At this point, I don't even know if a quad miss from Canada would save Philippines.
Yeah, this
there
is
still
tough.
enough time technically if that were to happen, but
a quad miss is
maybe
gives Philippines a chance in the running here, but with Thorfinn breaking again, it is now gone.
Yeah, and we're down to the final quarter.
Oh my goodness!
Oh no, Yummy! He lost the SS.
Yeah, he's a little sad about that one. Can we get some sages for Yummy in My Tummy? He was close.
He was very close, but Canada still with the quad FC. They're looking to make a statement.
Oh,
Recursion will be the first break, and that's a lot of misses, but fortunately for him, his team has backed him up flawlessly.
Yeah, ending velocities here get pretty difficult on the stream, so the note lock is fully possible there, but the accuracy on Yummy in My Tummy and Zudinator again!
Zudinator!
100%
and that will be it. Canada take it 5-0 over the Philippines. Zudinator, that was 4 FCs? Back to back to back to back?
That's...
Zudinator.
I can't say enough. That is quite literally what you love to see. What can you do about that?
Well, that is going to be the end of the road for the Philippines. In the winner's bracket, they are not eliminated. The Philippines will be sent to the loser's bracket, and they will await their opponent next week. They will get, I believe, the loser of Taiwan and Netherlands, which Canada will get the winner of.
That is it for the first match. Your winners of the first round of 32 match, the first match of OWC 2020. Canada will be taking it home in a very confident 5-0.
Deservedly so. We saw a lot of new names. They got a lot of playing time, and they stepped up. They played very well. I think that's a great sign for Canada for the future of this tournament. They've got a good bracket position. They've got a good bench, good people to back them up. It's looking promising for Canada.
Very good for them. Next match is going to be... Well, next streamed match will be South Korea versus Ukraine. 7 hours from now at 11 UTC. Please look forward to that. Those of you up in 7 hours. More exciting matches.
And there are plenty of great matches coming. I would also stick around for that Taiwan-Netherlands match in 8 hours.
And
that
Sweden,
should be
Indonesia.
And Sweden-Indonesia.
All of them. Just stay for all of them.
You know what? Just watch everything. Why not just watch all the matches? And while you're at it, you know what? If you love this so much, you should buy a banner for your favorite team. They're in the store right now.
Get it. Support your favorite team, everyone. I want to see you rocking it. I'm going to check 15 random players' profiles after this match is over, and I'm going to PM anyone that doesn't have one.
Wow. He's actually marketing, folks.
Motivation.
The chillier pair is going to come for you.
Motivate you. Personally motivating you. I'm a life coach for OWC. Buy your banners.
There you go. And now, Walter, we have appeased Walter, so I think we can now safely end the stream without losing our souls.
It's fine. We're good now. We can sleep soundly. Our dreams will not be spooky.
Walter will not hurt us. We love you, Walter. Well, guys, that has been the opening match of the 2020 OWC World Cup. Pear, any final thoughts?
I have so many final thoughts. I could ramble on for several hours, but I am looking forward to every single match left in this tournament. This has made me all the more excited for things left to come here. I don't know about you, but this is going to be a good year. I feel it.
Me too, man. I've been feeling it. 2020 has been a great year for World Cups. I know most people probably haven't watched the other modes, but we had a fantastic Taiko World Cup with some action in it. We had a fantastic Catch World Cup with some action in it. We had a fantastic Mania World Cup with some action in it. So I think we're due for a fantastic OWC with some action.
Let's go. Let's get it this year. We'll see what happens this weekend. Many, many more matches to come with more action for the remainder of the weekend. That has been it from us for the first match of OWC World Cup 2020. This has been Chillier Pair and Doland.
And we will see you next time. Canada win it 5-0 over the Philippines. Thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you 7 hours from now for the next match.